guys get any thirsty comments in the DMs after you were in our videos?
I was afraid to read them.
No, I just got a lot of hate. I just got a lot of angry people.
I was told I made all Americans look stupid. Yeah. So thank you. Now I did my research.
I had a lot of people
Brussels,
that loved
Germany.
Pete Davidson and wanted to do me bodily harm. But I love Pete Davidson. Staten Island.
Does being attractive make my job better or worse?
It's a really weird question.
I wouldn't know.
I'm not attractive.
Hold on, are you saying that we're attractive?
Are you calling me attractive?
Well, thanks for noticing, first of all.
I don't even know how to answer that.
Who wants to be tattooed by an ugly ass? Like, I mean.
What's the noise you make when you're attractive?
I don't think anybody's like booking tattoos with me because I'm attractive.
No, but all your customers are attractive, all the guys. Especially that Marine. So when he sees this.
Attractiveness definitely does give you more opportunity. We, live in a society where your worth is based off of how attractive you are.
I feel like life is easier
Yeah.
if you're attractive.
I don't know, I feel like being attractive can be uncomfortable when clients are flirting with you in such a close proximity.
I think there's both. Because then you have a stalker, but then you do get good tips. So, like,
There's the pro is that you get more clientele, more money.
One time this guy tipped me $300.
Oh yeah, they tip
So
fat.
that was cool.
They tip really fat to like try to impress you.
But then like, very questionable discomfort, I don't know.
And then worse, because people flirt for free tattoos. And you're just like, no, don't do that. I can't flirt with my landlord, so.
Being a attractive tattoo artist, which I do consider myself, I identify as attractive. It's a double-edged sword, It's good at getting people in the chair, but it's also good at making very uncomfortable situations in the chair.
It can be scary sometimes. You have like people sending you weird messages and you're always posting on your Instagram or your social media platforms where you're going, when you're gonna be there.
Some people have, respect or filter sometimes.
Me taking my rose-colored glasses off, being a male tattooer, I feel so bad for women tattooers. Oh my God.
For female tattoo artists or femme tattoo artists in general, that's kind of always just a nightmare.
Not only are men disgustingly hitting on you nonstop, but women will secretly hit on you nonstop.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh, so this what you made this tattoo appointment for?
I would say probably every other client, and this is, I'm obviously speaking as a dude, so like, I don't know. But like, I feel like every other client is someone who's trying to just like flirt with you in some way or like just be near you, which is just weird.
Oh, sometimes you get guys that hit on you, or like the classic like, oh, I forgot to wear shorts, are my boxers okay?
Yeah.
And then you're tattooing them and they're like, so you got a boyfriend?
I'll tattoo somebody and then let's say, for example, I'm like dating someone in my own personal life and they FaceTime me. They'll be like talking to me and then after I get off the FaceTime call, all of a sudden I see like my client's face, the whole temperature changed. Before, he was like, oh my God, it's coming out so great. And then after I got off the phone, it went to, I don't like it.
When I was pregnant, I didn't post about it at all on social media. Like, anyone that didn't know me didn't know that I was pregnant until like 2 weeks after I gave birth. I had a client come in. He had just gotten out of jail, 13 years in jail. He walks in, and I was like 8 months at that time, so I was just like full watermelon belly, And he walks in, and he just looked pissed. Like, he looked so mad. And I, at that point, I felt so vulnerable, and I'm just like, and he was like literally couldn't contain himself. I don't know if he thought we were gonna have a date or whatever, but he was like physically just like pissed and like giving me attitude. And he even mentioned it and he was like, wow, like you look different. And I was just like, yeah. And then he was like, why didn't you post about it? Like just like giving me an attitude about being pregnant. And I'm like, dude, what did you think was gonna happen during this f***ing session?
There's a big assumption that I think women in this industry are into a certain type of thing because we do tattoos. Which, if you're into that, that's great. I'm not kink shaming, but they like the things that men will ask of us as women, like in this industry, are so far and beyond what some Instagram model might get. I don't want to step on your balls. I don't want you to step on anything of mine.
I'm not holding my.
I don't want to be tied
like
up.
a roast beef sandwich.
No, like I'm not doing that. But I feel like because we inflict pain or we receive it, that they think that we're into like kinky stuff, and maybe some people are.
But just not me.
Yeah, just not everybody. Yeah.
I think it's less about being attractive and more about how you choose your style and what you want your demographic to be.
I think if you have like an attractive personality, that for sure keeps your clients locked in with you because they love being around somebody that's not miserable to be around.
I feel like most people who book with me not for like attractiveness, but because I do put my personality out there a lot when I'm like through TikToks or through my stories and stuff like that. So I think like my personality is like the real like the getter.
I feel like I attract like the right people. Like I don't tattoo a lot of like weird cis men. I tattoo a lot of just like trans people and they're really cool and like I love my clients so much and I feel like they're all really respectful. I don't feel like I've ever gotten someone who's come in and been like, I want to get tattooed by you because you're hot or whatever. So it doesn't feel like uncomfortable. It's always like a really good experience with my clients. So I think I attract like the right people.
The guy that taught me how to tattoo is known for dressing up, Mark Mahoney. So, I mean, he dressed in like $1,000 outfits, $2,000 shoes, never got ink spilled on him, don't know how he did that. And he was known as the master of style. Like I even think they made an award for him at like Inkslingers Ball one year just for the best dressed tattooer. And I remember real early on like paying attention to how I looked as far as like wearing clean clothes and not being like you just rolled out of bed. And you know, that was a long time ago. And like we had a couple dudes that like were grease monkeys on their side hustle and like, or just in the mornings we'd be working on their car. Guy came in covered in grease, ready to tattoo, and he sent him home. He's like, dude, you gotta go home. Like, we work on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood, taking $500 from people. Like, you can't be dressed like a bum, taking people's money. And he said something to me, you gotta look like money to make money.
Particularly in places like New York, if you wanted to dress in like the most expensive stuff and all the like designer and all that whatever, you're going to have a certain clientele that responds to that and looks like that and wants to spend that kind of money. If you want to look like a punk rocker, you're gonna get some punk rock people and that kind of thing. So I think it's about how you put yourself out there more than just what you look like. You know, I mean, I think that there's some like super amazing, cool, ugly people and some really just like awful, shallow, style, blind, pretty people. So, you know, that don't have anything to offer. So, yeah, that's how I see it. It's just how you want to like carry yourself.
Being attractive, I don't know if it's gonna be better or worse. I just think it's irrelevant, really. I mean, it might help for promotion purposes, but I don't think it's very relevant. At the end of the day, the client goes with a tattoo that it has to heal right and it has to look good. So, however you look, it just passed to another level. It's just not really important.
We do get one stereotype as tattooers, like in this question in particular. We do not want to f you.
No.
Like, I don't want to f you. I don't want to be intimate with you. I don't want to sell you my nudes. I don't want you to be a third in my relationship. I don't want any of those stereotypes that you think because we're tattoo artists, we're f***ing sluts. Because like, I'm a slut for a whole nother reason, not because I'm a tattoo artist.
Do you think you're more or less attractive than Pete Davidson?
I mean, he's got a lot more going for him.
Oh, he's funny. He's funny.
He's funny, he's rich, he's famous, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I think he's a good-looking guy, man.
I think he's a good-looking guy. I used
a
to not.
A lot of dudes hate him, they're just jealous. I
think so. I used to be jealous, and then I saw him at some event, and I realized I loved him, so.
No, I mean, he's definitely got that pill head look, but yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he does pills, but he's got that look, you know?
Yeah.
And that's kind of a good look.
It's a look now.
I mean, I like it.
This went way off course, though.
Maybe she's born with it. Maybe she's still has it.
I'm not holding my
I don't
Open
want to be
like
tied
like
up.
a roast beef sandwich.
No,
I'm
I'm not
doing any of
doing
those
that.
things.